Good morning. Let me just try. Oh, shit. I'm trying to plug the microphone in. There we go. There we go. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning from the Alpujarras. It's a lovely morning. A little bit cloudy, which is always it's always a bit of a relief here. So, I just really felt. Actually, it's been building for a while. Hello, whoever's joining me live. It's been building for a while now, this live stream, and I always wait until the energy is really strong and the words just, my and my inner voice just doesn't shut up. So I've reached that point, and I'm just coming on live to share my tuppence worth with you. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. I've started off this Sunday. This is the back of our house, back front. Jen, hello. Of our wee house, and I've just been having a mega cleanse and clear out of our porch area. Maybe can show it to you actually. Go down here, because after all the winter winds and rains and storms through the wind tunnel, it just really needed clearing out. So we've now got a lovely clean area with lots of pot plants, a chair that's almost still a chair. And it feels really good to have had a clear out and a tidy up. So definitely the spring energy is having its effect on me. I've also been juicing for the last couple of days, although yesterday I did make some scones and eat them. So it's a Sally version of juicing. Hi Anne, hello. And I'm just gonna, I think this is the right way around. I'm just going to take a walk up the track as I talk, as I find it generally easier to walk and talk. And it means you get the, here we go, the joys of a selfie stick. You get the lovely views of the mountains around us. Caroline, hello. Ah, the love bombs. Thank you, Caroline. So, how are you all doing? Holy freaking moly. Massive full moon, massive energies, massive everything. What the F? It's been about a week since, God, I'm out of breath already, that's bad. It's been about a week since I came on, I think, and dropped the bomb. Hello, hi Shirley. I'm trying to guess the names. Olga, hello. Hi Caroline. It's about a week since I came on and revealed to the world that I'm stepping back from channeling love. I'm making massive changes because that way of working just wasn't working for me. And what I've found really interesting is that when I came in and I was a bit potty-mouthed and I was really in the flow and I was really passionate and in my truth. I've had quite a few people reach out and say, oh my God, Sally, it was really refreshing to hear you. Can just somebody let me know that you can hear me okay, because we've got a bit of wind over the microphone. Just to say, it was really refreshing to hear you talking about the taboo subjects of the complete and utter journey. Oh, I better turn around because that wind is quite hard. Complete and utter journey that the menopause takes you on, and also the reality of earning a living out of your healing and spiritual gifts. So I touched on those two taboo subjects the last time, and I was scared, to say the truth, to say it's not fucking working. What the fuck am I going to do? I really have had people reaching out and say, thank goodness you've spoken up, because I'm going through exactly the same. I feel exactly the same. And it was just really comforting and reassuring to not feel alone and to not feel like a failure, or to feel, basically to feel like you're a failure. So, and since then, I've actually noticed something really interesting. It's more, I think, gosh, come on, Sally. So many words and they're all going, speak me, speak me. This is me, not from upstairs. I don't work that way. This is just the real me. But what Last year, as many of you know, I stepped back considerably. I still came into my membership group, but I really stepped back from social media. And one of the reasons was that I was moving through a really tough time. The menopause for me brought on really, really strong and deep depression. Really, I've never experienced anything like it in my life. And also brought in sort of like fatigue, exhaustion, I want to say symptoms, but it's not symptoms because you're living it. And I just really had to take a step back because everything around me, it was just too much. It was just really too much. And even the spiritual world was too much. And I really started to have a problem with the word spiritual and the whole imagery and the whole expectations and that whole sort of like scene. And I just thought, oh my God, everything that I saw and felt either felt forced or felt fake or felt desperate or felt like trying too hard because we're in lockdown and everyone needs support and help, and here I am, I'm going to shine and do this and that and heal the world and everything. And I was just like curled up in a corner going, oh God, just finish me off. I've had enough of this. I don't resonate with this anymore. I don't want to do inner work anymore. I don't want to be better, or I want to feel better. Damn right I did. But I didn't want to have to go down the route of fixing myself because I wasn't good enough or I wasn't right, if you know what I mean. What I was feeling and what I was going through was valid, was real, was very, very human. It's a hormonal process, it's a mental process, it's an emotional process, it's an energetic process, it's a physical process. And it's part of being human, it's part of being in this body, it's part of being a woman moving into her wise years. I still can't say the word crone because that makes makes me think I should be wrinkled and bent over and in a corner with a cauldron. But I'm not at that stage yet. But so I really had to step back from everything spiritual. And I just thought, oh my God, why can't I just be me? Am I not allowed to move through this process and feel it and to experience it? And to move through it as smoothly and easily and as gracefully as possible, although there really wasn't much grace at some points. And I just really started to unfollow a lot of people. I turned my Facebook newsfeed into everything about sighthounds on sofas and animals and Born Free Foundation, Whale Dolphin Conversation, Conservation Society, and also the trust technique, which I'm going to start studying later this year. So I completely stepped back from being inundated with the spiritual because it made me feel like I was a failure, that I wasn't doing enough, that I wasn't good enough, and that just being me and where I was just wasn't acceptable or good enough. And I just thought, fuck off, no. Do you know what? No, absolutely not. What I'm moving through is a valid process. And of course, I was going through so much. So I stepped back from it all because I thought, do you know what? I just want to live my life. I just want to be me. I want to be out here in nature. I just want to have some kava if I want, or some crisps if I want, without being judged for not holding a high vibration or not looking after my body. And it was really interesting because when I stepped back from all of that noise around me, I began to feel more grounded, more centered, more myself, much, much happier in a way, because there wasn't that pressure to be something else or to participate or to meditate or to heal myself or to do processes. It was just all too much. So I really started stepping back. And what I've noticed since I've started to feel better and to feel in a better place within myself and to start coming forward, oh, Caroline, thanks for all the love bombs. They make a huge difference. And what I've started noticing, just to say, hey Jess, hello, is that now that I'm stepping forward and sharing my truth, that whole spiritual world, just everyone, I can't, what am I trying to say? Really, it's basically, there seems to be a wave now of everybody, not everybody, that's exaggeration, but a lot of people now are saying that being the human is the way forward. And it's not about being spiritual, it's not about being higher than anyone else, or ascending, or holding a high vibration, or having all this wisdom or all this knowledge. And it's actually about, the more human we are, I feel the more spiritual. And I try really hard not I know it's really naughty, but the word spiritual in my head, it's like spiritual because that's the energy. But actually for me, to be completely in myself, to feel how I'm feeling, to be connected with Mother Earth, to be honest, to be open, to be grounded, that is spiritual for me. It's that connection, it's that, I don't know, authenticity, it's the truth, it's just living this life, living this amazing life upon earth. Like this morning, so cleaning out the porch this morning, you could say that was, oh, here comes the wind, let's turn around again. So every act that you participate in your human everyday life, paying your bills, gratitude for the abundance that's in your life, cleaning out the porch, clearing out your energy, cleansing, clearing, detoxing, it's all about clearing out energetically and emotionally. Fantastic. These normal everyday things are a spiritual act. Us taking a breath is a spiritual act. Us being angry is spiritual. Us being fricked off with the whole lockdown situation and the madness around us in the world. It's natural to feel these feelings. So the more that we allow ourselves to be human, to feel, to do, to enjoy, to be present, the more connected I think we become, not only with ourselves, but with the universe, with them upstairs, and all those beautiful, incredible higher realms that are said to be over there somewhere, but that are actually here within us all along. They're with us. They are us. There isn't any separation. So I just find it really interesting that it's not just me feeling it. I'm seeing other people saying this and sharing this more and more, that actually being human is the most spiritual act that you can share and be and do, and just being yourself is the encouragement, the inspiration for other people to maybe not feel alone or vulnerable or a failure or weak. And this is where we step forward. This isn't about, I've always said, this isn't about sending off onto fluffy clouds. It's about bringing that energy, that love, that vibration, that presence into our everyday life. And this is what the star beings have been doing for all the years that I've been channeling them. And it is encouraging. It really is encouraging to see so many people embracing their humanity, their physicality, their emotions, their mindsets. And it doesn't mean that we abandon the wisdom that we've learned along this spiritual path. It means that we start to embody it and live it, instead of it being like separate or over there, or we go and meditate on a cushion for an hour in the morning, but then we're an absolute moo to everyone around us. You know, we have to start living it, living with compassion, living with love, living with dark humour, living with a few swear words, living with awareness and responsibility, living with patience and kindness, living with acceptance, but also living your life and standing in your truth, just completely standing in your truth and being you, and not being afraid to be you, you know? So, oh, Caroline, I love the love bombs. Let me just see this comment. Jess is saying, I actually keep wanting to descend into the earth and ground. I'm the same. I am the same. I just want to be out in nature so much, just out on the land. I'm so freaking blessed to live here. So blessed to live here. This is, you know, if I was in a city at the moment, I think I would be going absolutely stir crazy. Jen saying, authentic self, all of it, celebrating the warts and all. Exactly. We're spiritual because we're freaking alive. We are a freaking miracle. Absolutely. Simone, hello Simone. Yet coming from Yoga Tantra, Jess Louise is embracing it all. Make space in your heart for, make space in your heart for it all to exist, and then reach up. It's this spiritual shortcut I never got. I have let go of everything. My newsfeed is very much sight hounds on sofas and probably inappropriate humour and memes. But I've started listening to some people again, and this is where I've just been noticing that there is this trend for us now to just be human, to ground, to live, to embody it. It's not about doing so much. Yeah, I've done huge amounts of work to get to this point, but now I'm at a point where it's like, nah, I just want to be me. I just want to be me. I don't want to be trying, forcing and projecting, or really just trying to be something that I'm not. You know, I'm here in my mid-50s having a menopausal crisis over my work, and that's okay. And that's okay. It really is. Whereas before, in the spiritual world, that would have been seen as, oh God, she's a nutter, she's lost the plot, or she can't be that spiritual if she's having a carver and crisps again. You know, can you see how much judgment is there? So much judgment, and I'm over it all. I'm over it all. I'm just not going to have it in my life. I just choose not to participate and not to be part of any circles or movements where I feel I'm going to be judged, for just being me and for being open and talking about stuff that maybe a lot of people are thinking but are too afraid to talk about. Simone saying, scream therapy, shaking till all is rocked. Hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever floats your boat. I've come out onto the land and screamed, absolutely. I sometimes come out onto the land here and drum my heart out. And Simone's saying, I love grounding breath work, not the Wim Hof out and up, but down into Mother Earth. Absolutely, absolutely, the power of our breath. Dolores, hello, lovely. Jess, you've been free to be me, Kelly. It is being real. Oh, lovely. So that's really all I have to say today. It's really not rocket science. But I just wanted to address this growing wave of wanting to be human and seeing that the human and the spiritual, there's a separation. That's what used to be before. That's the old way of thinking for sure. You know, you can't be human and have your roller coaster ride and your F-ups and your party nights out if you're a spiritual person. Whereas actually it's all together. It's all of us. Absolutely all of us. We are not one or the other. We are human and we are spiritual. No matter what state we're in, when we're doing the washing up, when we're driving the car, when we're in meditation, when we're standing up against a tree or whatever. But that awareness of who we are and what our responses and our energy and our actions and our thoughts and emotions, having an awareness of those and how they contribute to the collective also is part of being human and spiritual. Absolutely. You know, there's an awareness now of, oh my God, there's so much freaking division at the moment. Oh my God, I can't believe it. If the awakening that's happening at the moment is creating such a polarity, my head thinks, how the F are we going to come back from that? But we have to let go of that because we are going to come back from it, and this is what it's all about. But allowing ourselves to be completely human in that is part of it. Okay, this awakening isn't about suddenly taking off and finding yourself on a different planet. It's about living with awareness and consciousness and love and compassion and all of that beautiful stuff within our human everyday life. So this is where that we have to let go of this division of being human and spiritual and come completely home to ourselves, just to be who we are. And I have to admit, it is incredibly refreshing and liberating to not feel the pressure of labels or expectations or attachments. And I really encourage you to try it. I really encourage you to try it. The next time that you feel yourself holding yourself back from your truth, or from speaking up, or from doing something that you really want to do, but maybe other people think, oh God, there she goes again. You know, if that's going on, stick to your truth, stay in your center, stay in your heart and be you. Because this is who we've come here to be. This is part of the healing of the separation. This is us coming into our own, and this is how we're going to help the world somehow find its new way of being. It's through us being completely authentic and knowing that there isn't a separation between human and spiritual. It's all one. It's all one. And we don't turn our back on our human side, perhaps what are perceived as like the negative traits, like the anger, the judgment, the fear. We embody it all, because we've all got all of it within us. We are all of it. We all are the universe. The universe is within us. Love is who we are. And we're just on this crazy freaking ride trying to live as love upon this beautiful planet. So that's my bitty for today. Thank you for joining me. Caroline, love you so much. Thank you for all the love bombs. Thank you for all your comments. And I will, Simone, it's not about jumping through the hoops of the high stakes of expectations that makes oneness. No, it's not. Exactly. And I am not jumping through hoops for anybody anymore. I've done that, been a people pleaser, got that gold star, and now I am me. I am me. And I really encourage you to be yourself as well, to be courageous in whatever form it shows up for you. Be courageous and be yourself and embody all of you. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for all your comments and everything. Oh, how cool is that? We have just been joined. I don't know if you can hear it. We were just joined by a bee. If that isn't a sign from Mother Earth and the universe to be yourselves, then I don't know what is. All right, my lovelies. Have a lovely Sunday. I'm now off for lunch with friends, and there's going to be kava and food and probably a hangover tomorrow. But there we go. It'll be worth it. Love you all. Have a lovely Sunday and see you soon. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.